Yay. Hello there. Hi. Good morning. It's Sadie from All Natural Me. Welcome to day 41 of the 64 Days of Peace and Nonviolence, a program from agnt.org. The thought for today is openness. Openness. A Turkish proverb says, "He who builds himself a fence fences out more than he fences in." You've probably heard that. Good morning. I'm doing this. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Best Dunker. I have Periscope muted. Nobody can comment on Periscope. They gave me such a rough time yesterday. I decided to build a fence. But that's what we're actually talking about today. A Turkish proverb says, "He who builds himself a fence fences out more than he fences in." So I understand that, but I also understand boundaries, healthy boundaries. So anyways, good morning, everybody. I have been up for a really long time. I didn't realize that it was daylight savings time. Neither did my dogs, apparently. So when they woke me up at 6, they had really woken me up at 5, didn't they? So anyways, day 41, openness. That's what we're talking about. I took away all my mods. It's okay. It's okay. I have no mods on YouTube. I have decided to let the universe only send me nice people. However, Best Dunker, I do have mods on Twitch. So if you come join me on Twitch, I'll make you a mod over there. Okay? All right. So if you don't listen to someone because they look different or have different ideas than you're building a fence around yourself and you're missing out on having a new friend or learning something new. Okay, so that's funny that I just built a fence on my other platform, but hey, I had to. You were not behaving. So anyways, openness, having an open mind, having an open heart, being my friend even though I look different than you, because we might learn something from each other. Okay, so when we refrain from acting on a negative emotion or a selfish desire, we stop building the fence around our life and we can open our life up to others. We can be open to the opportunity for growth. We can use this as a way to find nonviolent ways to resolve differences. So if anybody wants to reread what I'm reading, it's all on allnaturalme.com. I chose this tulip picture today as it's opening and you're looking inside it. I thought that was a great flower for day 41, openness. The affirmation is, today I will be open to understanding ideas and people that I have previously opposed. So if there's an idea that you've previously opposed or a person, it's all natural me, Best Dunker. Everywhere I go, it's all natural me. I'm going to be open to them. I will find somebody who I never wanted to talk to before and find a way to have a conversation with him or her. So can you do that today? My mother-in-law is visiting me here soon, so I will try to have a conversation with her on day 41, openness. But it's good, because there might be somebody that you've overlooked, maybe in your work or your school or like in the cafe or something. Like they just looked so different than you. Like if you were like a clean cut girl, like punk rocker dude, it's like your judgment, your stereotype thinks like, how could we possibly have anything in common, right? How could there be a connection there? Well, today you're being encouraged to have a conversation with him. And what could happen? You could learn something new. You could make a new friend. You could actually be like, wow, like I thought he was a rebel, but he's actually an intellectual nerd and he's so smart, right? Like You don't know who that person is until you take the time to go say hi and have a conversation and open the gates of community, of friendship, of just connection. So that's what the thought for today is, day 41, openness. Today I ask myself, isn't the energy we use to defend, to protect, making assumptions, being rigid, rushing to judgment, okay, that energy, wouldn't it be better used cultivating the courage to live openly, being available, being able to feel empathy, being willing to reveal, being able to be influenced? The energy that I put forth, building walls, protecting, defending, making assumptions, being rigid, judging people, how about let's reroute that energy and cultivate openness, right? Reverend Marjorie Lipari said, it takes courage to live openly. It really does. It takes courage to be vulnerable, to open yourself to having new experiences, to connecting with people. But it's great to have empathy. It's great to be available, to be real, to make real connections. So anyways, the practice is to be open to understanding ideas and people that you have never spoke to or that you previously opposed. If you can think about doing that, like somebody that you've previously opposed, be open to understanding them today. Find somebody that you never wanted to talk to before and find a way to have a conversation with them. So it's just an idea. Take it or leave it. You don't have to do it. This is just to get you thinking about how you in your own personal life can actually be more open. You can actually be more open with yourself, with others, open-minded, right? Okay, that's it. So let's go deeper with Gandhi, and then we'll go clean rabbit cages. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I have an amazing day lined up for myself. I'm going to hang out with my mother-in-law. I'm going to cut her hair. I'm going to clean rabbit turds. I'm going to brush rabbit hair. I'm going to cut out dreadlocks from bunny rabbits. I'm going to see if I got any of my own dreadlocks. Like, I have a big day. All right, MK Gandhi said, back on track now. MK Gandhi said, it is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. So basically what he's saying is, don't be so full of yourself, right? Like, don't be so sure of your own wisdom. It's okay to say that you don't know, and it's okay to not be perfect. So the road to success in any endeavor is always strewn with the potholes of ego. One of the biggest is this, that we begin to believe the high opinion others may have of our lofty wisdom. So even worse is to believe that success on our path equates to a validation of our intelligence, wisdom, and consciousness. It may, but it is not for us to believe it, or we have closed the doors to the infinite possibilities of the universe. Yeah, it is hard to be open to people that take advantage of you. I know. The trick is to not assume everybody's going to be like that. I'm telling you, it takes courage to be open. Like Reverend Marjorie Lipari said, it takes courage to live openly. It sure does. And some of us don't want to do it. But we have to realize that then we're closing ourselves off from a lot of good that could come in. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, it's a big lesson for me, Dawn. It's a big lesson. I'm open in a lot of ways, but I keep everybody in their place. like right over there. Thank you. So I understand. All right. So where was I at? Okay. Yeah. Closing the doors to infinite possibilities of the universe. Yes. That's what happens when we get stuck in one of those ego potholes, right? When we start to put ourselves up on this pedestal that we know everything. The most important factor in continued success on whatever path we walk is to remember we're not finished. We're not finished. We never will be finished, right? That's part of being an infinite being. You're never done. So Zen master Roshi Sunra Suzuki said, in the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the experts, there are few. Yeah. So when we begin to believe that we are the expert at whatever we do, we have closed the door on recognizing new possibilities and new ideas. When that happens, our downfall is inevitable. So our job is to always remain in the consciousness of beginner's mind, because that's how we stay open. Once we become an expert, we just can only see a few different possibilities because we know it all, right? So we need to stay in that beginner's mind, and then we see all the possibilities. Yeah, I like that. I do. This is a good reminder. So what might beginner's mind look like to one who has walked far enough to become a leader in any movement? It would look like this. We are on the same path together. I am only a few steps further along. So as you do go down your path and you do become an expert in a lot of things, the attitude to have towards everyone is we're on the same path. I'm just a few more steps further along, but I'm still a beginner's mind, right? So even if you become a teacher, always recognize that you are forever the student as well. So this opens us to the conscious awareness that we can stumble, we can take the wrong path, and we do not always have the perfect answer. In any arena, on any path, perfection is always a goal, not a destination. Yeah, the more you know, the more you don't know. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I got really kind of like settled in what I thought I believed. And then I was like, all of a sudden, I was like, nope, we're going to just deconstruct all these belief systems. And congratulations, Sadie. Now you don't know anything. And I feel feel more wise, I guess, for admitting that I don't know anything. That feels pretty real to me, right? So, I mean, you have to understand that, like, you think like, okay, I'm going to become open-minded and start believing all this new stuff, but it really is just a new box, right? So you have to like always be so open-minded that there's a place in you that admits that you don't know anything. Right? Or that there's always something new to learn. Like, well, this is what I think now, but I'm really open to having it that completely turned upside down and thinking another way. Right? Always open to like more possibilities, new possibilities. Keep those doors open. Because if you start closing doors and not allowing anything new in, your growth stops, right? You quit growing, you start, So it's good to be open. Okay, here's the affirmative practice today. I will meditate on this question. Am I in beginner's mind? Am I in beginner's mind? Today, in all my actions and interactions, I will ask myself, are there possibilities here I have missed? Is there a new lesson here for me to learn? So this is the path of nonviolence. Just any place I find myself today, ask myself, am I being open-minded? Am I being in beginner's mind? Am I seeing all possibilities? Right? Am I open to any lessons here? Or have I closed down? Have I built walls and fences and closed doors and become a rigid expert who is unable now to see possibilities? So it's a good question. I like it. On day 41, openness. And Gandhi also reminds us that today I will listen with an open heart to at least one person. So that takes us back to the openness challenge, to find someone that you never wanted to talk to before and find a way to have a conversation with him or her. So I don't know if you're in a position today where that's a possibility, try it out. Yeah, it's interesting. It really is. Scott Light Warrior Craig says everything is layered and layers and there's layers of infinite knowledge. Yeah, so it's kind of like you get to a point in your journey where you're like, well, how can anyone say they know anything? So I guess you just kind of have to be so open. It's good. So March 11th, that's today, day 41, openness. So be open on your Sunday. Be open to understanding ideas and people that you may have not been open to interacting with. So my mother-in-law is coming, right? So I'll have a conversation with her. Oh man. All right. Hey Jen, thank you so very, very much. Yep. It's Sunday Bun Day. Today's the day that I tend to my bunny rabbits. And I am gonna maybe stream through my phone while I brush them if I get to that point. I know it's gonna be great. But first I have to clean their cages, priorities. So it's gonna be a long day of rest. Who does that on Sundays? I work my tail off. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Perhaps I'll be able to catch you later for Bunny Vision. And definitely I'll be back tomorrow for day 42 of the 64 days of peace and nonviolence. I encourage you to connect with agnt.org. This is their beautiful program. It was actually 4 different aspects of their program, and I put them together in this type of manner. So it's actually never been done quite like this before, but I got all the information from them. I know, day 42. So excited. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and enjoy your beautiful Sunday. Thank you. Thanks, Periscope. I had them muted. That solved that. All right, you guys, so much love. Take care.